2, 3. Testing. We'll get started here in just a second, guys.
From industry news to mobile technology, leaks, and rumors, we cover tomorrow's tech news today. eSIM Tech News.
Yeah. Woo.
I just need my space right now.
Fresh off the G5 jet, I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
All right, how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Got the football game on the big screen here, and just chilling. So we'll do a giveaway today. We have a few gaming mouses here. Let me grab them real quick. I got them right down here. We got this one. These were all like $130. I got that one. It's a blue one, see-through. All these can be used wired or wireless, Bluetooth. I got this one, and whoever wins, it's your choice. You can have whichever one you want. That one, and then this one's the real expensive one right there. That's the 130. So we'll get into that here in just a second. So let's see here. Why don't we get in? So we have some new Samsung Galaxy S26 news that we're going to get into. This morning I was like, damn, I wonder what we can talk about. And this just popped up. So it's perfect timing. But before we do, I want you to check out eSIMstudios.store. You can see the banner that's on the going across the screen, but check this out. So I got it right here with me. So here's eSIMstudios.store. So these are basically all original merchandise that I made this website just a week, probably like 2 weeks ago. Now, this is more geared, the Jamaica Republic is geared towards my Jamaica news website and app that I'm developing. But we have some other stuff. So we got Samsung shirts, we got my Just Jamaica app shirts, we have Snapdragon shirts here on the right side. Just some classic custom designs that I threw up on some merchandise. We have hoodies, t-shirts, Pixel hoodies, Pixel t-shirts. We have Android hats, Android hoodies. We have sweatpants, t-shirts again. And then I also have if you go up here, if you go up here to the devices section, I do have a GrapheneOS Pixel. If you want, I need to do a news story about GrapheneOS. Oh, duh. That's what I was going to talk about. So there's been a new report. Actually, let's jump into this. So go to eSIMstudios.store. I think the link is in the description box below. It's easy. Just type in eSIMstudios.store and it'll take you there. So if you want this graphene device, you can have it. Now, let's jump into this. So this is if you travel a lot, if you leave the country, if you go to Europe, if you go to Jamaica and you come back, whenever you leave the country, when you come back, you have to come through customs, right? Or depending on if you go to Europe, right? So a lot of times, either traveling to Europe, but especially when you're coming back to the U.S. Here's what the customs are doing. Customs are essentially, and they're targeting, they are, right? But randomly, and they said, oh, it only affects less than 1%, just under 1% of travelers. Yeah, but there's millions and millions of travelers, thousands of people traveling every day, all day. So the chances of you getting your device, so what they'll do is they'll plug it in to this Cellebrite device. So each and every international airport has one of these devices. Check this out. And I'll show you what they do. And here's why you're going to need a GrapheneOS phone. Cellebrite. Let's go to news. Okay, so check this out. So Cellebrite. Cellebrite is a company. What they do is they sell a device. It's about the size of a mini PC, right? It's like probably 4 inches by 5 inches, and it's probably a couple inches thick. Each international airport, each customs department in each international airport has a Cellebrite device. Each and every police department has a Cellebrite device. Cellebrite is a company. They sell this product. What it does is you can plug a phone, iPhone, Android. I think they do iPads too and tablets and stuff. So if your device is running Android and/or an iOS version, you can plug a phone into this Cellebrite device, and it pulls data from your device. It pulls everything, everything that's on your storage, meaning pictures, messages, phone logs, files that you have on there. It'll get access to your emails, everything that's on your phone. Cellebrite can pull this info. And somebody snuck, this is very clever, this is something I would do. There was a Cellebrite Microsoft Teams call. You know how a big company, they got people all around the country, if you work remotely, you have a Teams call, whether it's on Zoom or Microsoft, that you join, right? So somebody joined a Cellebrite Teams call meeting, and they were discussing their newest update to their Cellebrite machine and how effective it is on certain devices, right? So this person snuck a screenshot while on a internal meeting with Cellebrite inside the Cellebrite company, and they basically took a screenshot of devices and their operating systems and how effective it is. Let's see here, how effective it is with each operating system. Now, are you kidding me? The one operating system it could not pull info from is the GrapheneOS Pixel 10. The a GrapheneOS device. That's what I meant to say. You can flash it on any Pixel. When you plug it in, the Cellebrite machine can't pull any data from. Now, that's why it's so imperative. If you're going to be traveling, if you travel international, when you come back, if I travel today, I'm not even taking my personal device. I'm taking a GrapheneOS Pixel, and I'll just deal with, because look, GrapheneOS, you can customize it. You can actually have Android apps on your device. They just put it in a sandbox, meaning like, so what's an app that I use that I couldn't travel without? Let's say a health app, right? So I want to keep track of my health and or my sleep. But I don't, the first thing you think of, well, I don't want to leave my main device at home. If I just take a GrapheneOS, I'm going to lose out on some of my apps that I depend on and I check on every day, right? Well, the cool thing with GrapheneOS, you can, even though it's stripped of all of its Google services and it does not communicate to and from Google servers, you can still download Android apps. It just puts it in a sandbox in a separate part of the operating system, meaning you can still access that data and it can still track your sleep. It just puts it in a sandbox. It puts like a layer of security around each individual app. Now, when you plug it in to that Cellebrite machine, it does not pull any info from that. Let me pull this up here because this is pretty crazy story. Check this out. Leaker reveals which pixels are vulnerable to Cellebrite phone hacking. So look at this. Can y'all see that? Let me move this up over here, and then we'll do the drawing here in just a minute. But I wanted to get to this. I'm not sure if y'all can see that. It's kind of blurry, but what it's telling you is the make and the model on the left side. So on the left side are the pixels, and I think it's like Pixel 9, Pixel 8, Pixel 7, and Pixel 6 series. And it says if it can pull data, BFU is before unlock, and AFU is after unlock. So the most secure your device is ever going to be is right after you reboot it. So, in Android devices, so like on my Samsung, if you ever get pulled over by the police, if you ever get questioned by authorities, and let's say, because a lot of people don't have a graphene device, if you get pulled over by the police or questioned by authorities, the very first thing you do when they say, "Hey, come here for a second," or if they pull you over on the side of the road, the first thing you do is reboot your phone. So force reboot your phone. So you'll see a screen like this. Let me pull this up. So when you go to your boot screen, when you press down the power button or you swipe down on it and you go to the power button on Pixels, like this, watch. You swipe down again, in that little power button up there. That's your reboot menu. Touch that. The first thing I'm doing is I'm hitting restart. Just restart your phone. That's when it's the most secure. And then you either have to put in your passcode or your pattern. So depending on if your phone has already been unlocked, meaning the first unlock after a reboot, it's a little easier to pull data from. Even if your device is on but the screen is off, if you've already restarted it and unlocked it, its first unlock, it's a little easier to pull data. It's the hardest to pull data if you reboot it and you just get to that immediate lock screen. They can still pull a little bit of data off of there, but they can pull a lot more data off of there if you've already restarted it and you've unlocked it, right? This chart says which pick, and I'll probably link this in the description box below after the video. Come back, and I didn't think of this video. I didn't think of this until right now, so I didn't have it ready. But I'm gonna post a link to this article, and you can see on the chart what Pixel and or a Samsung device. I believe it has Samsung. Does it have Apple? Let's see, Android OS, Graphene. So it just has Android or Graphene. Now, the Graphene, they cannot pull any data whatsoever, right? Especially after you do a reboot. No data whatsoever. They can still pull a little bit of data after you reboot it. And then they can pull a lot more data after you reboot it and unlock it, right? So that's why it's imperative. If I'm traveling today, especially internationally, I'm traveling with a GrapheneOS phone. No question about it, right? Chances are they're not going to bother you, but if they do, they've been searching social media. Give me a second. Lucky for you, I gotta go. So we'll do the giveaway. But before we do, anyways, interesting article. I'll link it down below. Come back and I'll post the article for you. But before we do the giveaway, check this out. So we have an announcement on the S26 series. So the launch, that news we got last week saying the launch was going to be in March is correct. However, the announcement, when they have their keynote or when they announce it, they go up on stage. The next Galaxy Unpacked event is February 25th. They're going to announce it. They'll have the Unpacked event like the Samsung exec down here. And then a week after that, probably, what would that be? March 1st or 2nd. So about a week after the 25th of February, right around the beginning of March, they're going to launch have the pre-order sales for the S26 series. And then a week after that, probably mid-March, you will get them in hand. So very, very exciting news. Now, something else, I think we're getting the S26, the S26 Edge, the S26 Plus, and the S26 Ultra. I've been searching the last few days. Is there a concrete, definitive launch as far as what models we're getting? And from what I can tell, we're still getting the Edge, I guess, which is good news because that's what I wanted, and the Ultra. But I guess we're getting 4 models. So, cool. So, hey, good news. So, February 25th is the next S26 Unpacked event. And then early March, we will get the pre-order sales. All right, y'all ready? So do this. Check this out. Let's go do this. Boom. Enter hashtag mouse in the chat. Enter hashtag mouse in the chat. Just like you see on the bottom of the screen right there. Hashtag mouse. MOUSE. And we'll get this going. We will get this going. And then it'll be your choice, whichever one you want. But I gotta roll. And I'll send it to you this week. Let me see. I thought I had a 4th. Oh, you know what else I need to give away? I'm not sure if many of y'all have any iPhones, but I got this credit card. I got this thing. I did a review on it. You put it in your wallet. It's a RFID blocker, and you can add it to your Apple Find My app. But I'm not sure if many of y'all are iPhone users. I doubt it. I just signed in to this again today. I got to do some development work, so I was gonna test an app out that I'm developing on here. So, okay, are y'all ready? Shall we go? Give y'all another minute or so. Let me share this screen. That's the giveaway tool. Ready? Everybody put hashtag mouse. Okay, cool. Does it have to be in caps? I don't think it does. Hashtag MOUSE. Y'all ready? All right, let's go. All right. Miami 786 mail. You are the lucky winner, sir. Congratulations to you. I will get with you on the back end. I have your email. I'll give you on the back end, and you can choose between any one of those three. Now, here's the thing. Make sure, I got to run, but I'll get with you on the back end email. Make sure I'm going to be doing, I got 2 more gaming mouses, and I have that RFID blocker that you can add to a Find My device. I'm going to do those giveaways this week. We're going to get rid of them this week. So, and I'll schedule them a day before, like I did for this live stream, how I did it yesterday. I'll schedule it a day before so everybody's aware of when we're going to do it. I won't just pop up and do it. Well, I might, but I'll try to schedule them before so everybody's aware. So, stay tuned. I have a lot more stuff to give away. Appreciate the time. Everybody have a great rest of the weekend, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.